for the doc. I swear, this fist is just trying to provoke me, but I'm not gonna fall for it.
Angry. Belching smoke and metal screech.
Think I'll just sit back and rest my weary limbs while these angry youngsters sort matters out.
What are you looking at? We're allowed breaks. Contract says so.
Witness the feeble,
Either watch or leave.
witness for today.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain.
You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadam. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger.
Here, here!
Attention seeker.
Here, here!
Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Right in the hells follow!
Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth.
Psst. Don't just stand there. Help me, goddammit! Help me!
A madman Volo may be, but I see no reason to blow him up over it.
One down. Millions.
You're welcome, Rest.
You can't make us split up the family.
The secrets I would have taken to my... Gods! I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. You of all people will, know what I mean? I'll, tell you what I know, but not here. Too many eyes, ears, weapons about. Meet me at your camp, hmm?
We do. The fish. I hate sending Lee packing the girls off without me. But if that smuggler can get them to Waterdeep and away from the Absolute...
This is life and death for me too, mate. You only get as many berths on my sloop as you can pay for. If I allow any freeloaders, my own crew will scrag me. That's a very convincing proposal, sir. I'll do just as you say.
I don't know who you are, but all I can say is thank you. If you ever have children, you'll understand what you've done for us.
How do fish even get there? They live in water.
This catch is spoiled. You'll have to wait for the next boat.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But it's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. I have no reason to doubt the Guildmaster's information. Only her conclusions. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
You recall the urban myth that trickled through the lower city fest halls some years back. A hero who had been turned into a statue, returning to life in the city's hour of need.
Because who would question a statue to our friend? Thinking Minsk over Asherman had returned to a hero's welcome in Asherman. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. That was Minsk's feeling too. Perhaps I shouldn't be working so hard to bring you two together.
At least 100 in...
Oh, Brando Bearish curse me. I should have taken that deal the first time it was offered at half today's price. Oh, I'm a sack.
war is good for some businesses. What can I say? I got mouths to feed too.
I was this close to landing that deal. Next time, for sure.
My father always told me, Kate, commerce is like warfare. Fight for it like your life's at stake.
What? How much for the saltpeter? Including fee.
How many barrels?
Oh, Wave Mother, Queen of the Depths, hear me. Please carry Holly to her final rest in the deep wilds. Please. Sorry, are you here for Wave Servant Holly's funeral? Oh, it's already started. They're just inside.
I thought it wise to make an offering to the Sea Queen before sailing out tomorrow. Wasn't expecting to find the servants so preoccupied.
Here to make an offering to Umberlee as well, eh? They say it's good luck to placate the bitch queen after a drowning. Glad to hear it, friend. Maybe Umberlee will set her hand to all the strangeness going on in Grey Harbor now she's lost one of her own.
Right, sorry, mate. No time to chat. Just here to make an offering, then leave. In and out, yeah?
The celebration is in the main chamber. Praise Umberlee!
The Wave Mother sees all. Even you.
Did you hear the Wave Servants talking about a beast in Grey Harbor? If that's true, prayers are the least we can do.
Subsume us utterly. Rejoice, sisters, for Umberlee has blessed her humble daughter with a pure death. Her lips blue with her kiss, her lungs full of her quenching word. Umberlee's mercy saved her from a slow, sinking death in the beast's shadow. How dare this beast sully the safety of Grey Harbor? We will find its master and send him struggling into the bitch queen's embrace. Not a sweet sleep like Holly's, but a suffocating flood of fruitless garths and bursting flesh. You, supplicant, what tribute do you bring to honor the Wave Mother's fallen daughter? As still as the water in her halted lungs, a most fitting tribute, received with gratitude. Holly, one of Umberlee's beloved wave servants. Blessed Umberlee saw fit to spare her an ignoble death. But her passing was not as the Wave Mother intended. It was a beast who took her life, an unnatural one whose very existence is an affront to Umberlee. A wretched metal monstrosity hewn by hubris. A rusting pollutant that bleeds black blood into Umberlee's pristine waters. The Queen of the Depths is generous to those who serve her, and her favor is far less deadly than her wrath. Find the master of this poisonous beast and slay him. Then one of her most precious gifts shall be yours. The beast struck Holly while she was swimming in Grey Harbor. She was found by some fishermen. We haven't found its lair as yet. Perhaps you can find where the beast takes its slumber and skewer it before it wakes. Salt kiss your brow. We await your return and the Beastmaster's demise. Glorious Wave Mother, pour fury upon the beast responsible for this injustice. A bloated carcass in the spume.
Something over there. No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
A shark person, then. They don't play nice.
You hear these mooks trying to tell me about fishing? I've been fishing here all my life.
The others think I don't know shit, but I do. I do know shit.
If they're right about the Swahagan, I may take up another line of work. Though nothing seems safe these days.
Guido is supposed to keep the idiots away. Far away.
Still some way to go.
If it ain't bad genes, it's too many years of salt in the eyes. Can't see further than a gull can shet.
Look for striped sails, they said. Every other ship's got stripes on its sails. Like asking us to look for a fish with a tail.
When do I get a oil, black as raven's wings. Let's see where the trail leads.
Behold, the dance of death.
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jaheira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times.
Minsk, the Great Ranger. He's alive and infected. Else, we need to act.
Minsk is the Stone Lord. Jaheira's friend doesn't sound so friendly after all.
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the God's damned Absolute. Maybe we can help him. The prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? It is not the eyes that I fear, it is the intelligence behind them. The Absolute is merely the outward form of something far more insidious. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. And just as then, he has more than one chosen to manifest his gruesome plot. He has Orin, and he has you. I see that. You have at least a measure of self-control. But Baal's inheritance is not shrugged off so easily. The heart of a Ballspawn is a flipped coin that lands on its edge. Yours is a family set on self-slaughter. When there are two or more, they will destroy one another until a single heir to the throne of blood remains. In times gone by, there was an errant-hearted Ballspawn who stood against his foul father and brother, Saravok. Optimist that I am, I hope you are of similar heroic vintage. If you did not have the strength to resist those urges, you would have become a savage beast long ago. I believe you will save this city. And I'd like to help the only way I know how, with a guidebook. This one did not flow from my quill, but from that of the wizard Irenicus. It is a study of the Slayer, and may give you a much-needed edge when you face Baal's Chosen. And she would use that power for good? A risky proposition. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. It is possible you could turn it against the city's enemies, but it would be better to purge yourself of Baal's influence entirely. Still, perhaps Irenicus's study will help you to work out some techniques for your own beastly form. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baalspawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baalspawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
I heard about Stelmane this morning. Word of advice. When dukes start dropping like that, get your coin and get out of the city.
Shut the door on me. Mustn't have seen me.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
You seem a little nervous, Sir Meat Honey. Had some difficult customers today? One in particular calling himself the Stone Lord. perhaps.
The who? The what? All right, fine. The head banker may have just taken a customer by that name down to the vaults. Rather large, rather heavily armed, which is against regulations. But I'm sure the head banker knows what he is doing.
I assure you, he does not. You are right to be nervous. But let us pass, and all will be well.
Well, who is this Stone Lord to you? Ah, a threat. Our other visitor simply skipped straight to violence. No need, I'm convinced. Show my guards this temporary vault pass, and should my superior ask, keep my name out of it.
What for? The big bald fellow he was escorting?
Vault pass. Right. Descend and know. Upon entering the vaults, you forego the protection of city and church law alike. Which is to say, keep to your own vault and you'll be fine. Making me sweat.
Shake hands and smile, but it's me don't
Still breathing, despite everything.
Just need to see your vault pass, please. Looks in order. Blessed day to you.
What's that?
For current door codes, please refer to the head banker's office. Highest security clearance only.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. That little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage. Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now.
Moradin's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath, it It is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments.
Meet Minsk. He still seems very much himself to me. You will listen to me. Enough play, Stone Lord. What in the howling hells? Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done. Now come, Stone Lord. We have the gold, and the Absolute has need of it elsewhere.
As you say, Jaheira.
Slarning shape-changers! Enough! Let us deal with these cultists, then find out where they are nesting.